You can see him being shot on, it's the CCTV they have. So Raphael's running. As he's running, you can see the truck coming up on him, like flying up on him. So as Raphael turned, it's a house right here, and it's the driveway, and Raphael runs. As Raphael runs, and the car gets up on Raphael's right here, the car's right here.
Brizette Lane, mother of Raphael Briscoe, who was killed by DC police officers 4 years ago, is telling the chronology of her son's death. Brizette is one of the mothers who are invited by the International Socialist Organization to speak at the event in Washington, D.C. about building a movement against police brutality in the country.
Stay with me. We got pulled over for a busted tail light in the back.
The heightened racial tension between the police and civilians, particularly at black citizens, is again on the spotlight, following the death of two unarmed black men, Philando Castile in Minnesota and Alton B. Sterling in Louisiana, at the hands of the police. Brizette said that the harrowing incidents of the recent police brutality could end the use of deadly physical force by the police officers.
They should know their general orders. They need to go back over it. They only know it when they first become a police officer, and then after that, that's it. They don't know it. In their general orders, it says if a person is fleeing from you, they're no threat. You're supposed to let them go. You're supposed to chase them down. And he didn't even know that. But he chose not to know. He wanted to do what he wanted to do.
Besides proper training, mother of Alonzo Smith, who was killed by the special police officers in Southeast DC last November, Beverly Smith said the most crucial thing to end police violence is to hold them accountability for their misconduct.
If we would not have a racist judiciary system, that those two recent murders would have never taken place.
Within the past 3 years, there have been 11 high-profile cases of the death of black citizens that involved police officers. So far, only 4 officers got fired from their department, while there are only 5 cases which the officers have been indicted with criminal charges by the grand juror.
We need a culture shift. It's, the culture of the police department has been for centuries the way it is, and that is what is allowing them to get away. People of color are tired of just being murdered.
For the mothers of the victims like Brizette Lane, she just wants justice for her son by holding the police involved accountable.
I think Black Lives Matter, us mothers continue to fight for justice for our kids. It's going to override that.